This is the tightest this 2024 team has been. And I don't feel people pulling us away. I don't think it matters where we play at. You don't care what time of year it is, what the weather is. It doesn't matter. You just show up and do what you do. That's what champions do. It's hard to break us. You ain't gonna do it. The sky is the limit, man.
Let's do this, man. Let's go all the way.
Welcome back, everybody, to another, I guess I would say, combined show of LFR and everybody else, DFR, the whole crew. Doing a little pregame show today on LFR just because we have a Thursday night game. Might as well do it again if we did it before. Might as well keep it simple and easy. I will say this. The game that happened last Thursday, I know we talked about it a little bit, but fuck, that cannot happen again. I want to say that. That second half was atrocious. I know, we're going to talk about it a little bit here, but the injuries were crazy, which impacted us a lot. So with everybody, that did come back and that we still have out, which we'll talk about again, it's just thankfully we got out of there with our first victory on Thanksgiving in fucking 27 years.
True.
On a fucking Eberflus getting fired fluke.
What an idiot. What an idiot for that.
Listen.
Hey.
That's on all that whole crew. That's on the OC, that's on the coach, that's on the quarterback. Like as soon as it's on, first of all, Caleb Williams with 25 seconds left, basically as he's about to get out. Come on, bro. As soon as it got to 16 seconds, why we didn't call a timeout?
From what I've read, he audibled the play.
Yeah,
they had a play.
It doesn't even matter though. As soon as it got to 16 seconds and you weren't real, and you as a coach and an OC, here's my problem with this. Eberflus and the offensive coordinator should have got fired for this.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have just been Eberflus. It should have been the OC too. Because the OC is in the fucking ear.
I'm sure he would have got fired.
Well, the OC is in the fucking ear of the quarterback, and he's also in the ear of the fucking head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's not looking at the clock at 20 seconds going, all right, Matt, you're gonna have to make a call here. Matt, call it.
It's time to do
something. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
What, did the fucking headset go out? That's my thing, and that's why I think that whole, Caleb obviously being a rookie, he still should know better. But at the end of the day, bro,
that's the coach's responsibility to make that call.
I don't know if any interview or any talking that he had. I'm wondering if he even knew he had a timeout.
I'm curious as well to know if he knew he even had a timeout, because it was just so weird.
Yeah, because it took forever. The changing the play call was so Caleb was hurrying, but it just looked like the line was just nonchalant, did not get to the line, took their time. When you have that little bit of time left, you can't make play call changes at the line. You just don't have time for that.
My thing about it is I've been in situations as a coach in these lower. I'm calling 2 plays at a time.
Yeah, most coaches do that though, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why he audibled out of that play, because they had a backup play.
They usually send 2 plays in.
Because even with that being said, all you had to do was just call the timeout, throw the quick out, or the hitch, get out of bounds, and
they only needed 3-4 yards to be in field goal range.
Yeah,
that's what I didn't understand.
Honestly, at the time that they did have, bro, even with him hiking it at 8 seconds or whatever the fuck it was, he could have threw the quick out on the left, and still possibly got the 1 second. 1 second left on the clock. There's just so much fucked up when it comes to coaching and this communication there. That's it's just unexcusable, and the whole fucking regimen should have been.
Sky, what do you expect though? It's the Bears.
No, I don't expect that at all, because I expect flag football fucking 4th grade coaches to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about a Bears organization?
Dude, I'm telling you, it does not matter, bro. I literally know fucking flag football coaches that would not make that mistake, bro.
Yep.
And that's why he at where he at.
I wouldn't make that mistake drunk on the sideline.
And that's why he at where he at. Home.
I get it. He should be. I don't know. Good luck. He should never be in control of anything ever again.
That's the second time we got a coach fired after a game. Also was the Raiders coach.
Last year, yeah. We beat the shit out of them last year. Yep.
It's wild and crazy, kids. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's get back on track here. I know I just want to talk about it for a sec because we didn't really get to talk about the whole firing thing after it all happened and all that shit. But it's well deserved firing, and I still think at the end of the day the OC should have been fired too. Like it should have been both of them.
Yeah.
You can't fire both because Eberflus is partly the OC, but he is the head coach at the end of the day. So like, you still got to get rid of both and just let the fucking quarterback coach be the OC or something, or whatever it may be. Like you can't. That's top down offensive side that needs to get taken care of there. So, anyways, fuck. I will say that this Detroit is playing indoors, but for all the people going, it's gonna be a fucking snow day.
Oh yeah.
It's a snow day in Detroit.
Is it really? Is it really? How much snow y'all supposed to get? How much snow are you supposed to get?
I don't even know. All I know is a fucking blizzard outside right now.
Oh, cool. I miss snow.
I do not.
It's going to be a snowy one day in Detroit leading up to the game.
It was 27 degrees this morning here in Georgia for no reason.
They might even get a snow day today, guys.
No reason. Like, if there's snow, okay, cool, I get it. If there's no snow, there's no point of it being cold. Like, I don't get
all that shit.
It was just cold.
All that 26.
It was just cold.
We get enough of it up here. I'm just happy we didn't get it until, I don't know, what is it, December 4th?
Yeah.
Our like second snow.
It was about like 60 on Halloween.
Yeah, like perfect.
It was like 80 here. It was hot on Halloween.
Beautiful Halloween. Let me see here. What was I gonna say now? Be safe driving to the game is what I wanted to say. My main point of that is be safe driving the game. Because it's gonna be a wild one out there, I feel. Now
be safe leaving the game too.
That too. I mean, yeah.
Even worse so, because there's so much traffic coming out. It's crazy.
Luckily the highways will be semi-dead.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Because it will be, 10:30 at night when the game's dead and done.
That's why I only go to preseason games.
Right. So be safe. Because we don't need nobody getting hurt leaving the game after a win. All right, now something serious. Boys and girls, what do we think the impact of the injuries that we had this week are going to be going into Green Bay? Because I truly think, just for food for thought, so you guys have something to go off of, I think it's going to be more impactful than people think. I think if we did not have injuries that we have had, I think that it would be a 15-point game. But I think we're going to win off of a field goal by Jake Bates is what it's going to come down to.
He missed his first field goal this week.
Bound to happen, Neil. That's why I didn't even want to talk about it.
I'm not tripping about it. You think that knock off his confidence a little bit?
Fuck no. Fuck no. Honestly, he was more nervous trying to keep that bitch 100%.
I mean, when you start off at 100%, not missing any kicks really at all,
40 in a row, Chris, like you're starting to get nervous the opposite way.
Yeah, because you're like you try to overcorrect. Like I want to make sure it's perfect, and you end up freaking. You just try too hard.
I mean, I'm not hating on the guy. The guy missed one field goal. Fucking.
Yeah, I ain't hating.
Justin Tucker just missed 3 in one fucking game.
And
he's a blessing.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about Jake Bates.
Nope.
In any means. That's why I didn't even put it on my conversation list over here. Because I am not even. No, you're good. No, I appreciate it, but I'm just saying. You know how critical I am as kicker, so I appreciate it. But like, I don't even. Not even worried until there's a string of bad shit. I don't even know. But back to injuries.
I think where we're gonna feel it the most is the edge, because Pascal has been playing well his last couple games, setting the edge, being able to keep the guys somewhat contained when they try to run to the outside. And now we're down him, too.
I think Mohammed did well, though.
Yeah, but he's not as well as Pascal can do.
I think that's more of the run game.
That's what I'm saying. That's where Pascal's strength is in the run game.
Daddy, I'm gonna piggyback off you. You said Pascal. I think the biggest injury right now is Malcolm, a linebacker, man, because we real thin at that linebacker position. So, and Malcolm been doing his thing when he's in there. He been holding shit down. Like you said, he had how many tackles the game before? And Dan Kim give him the game ball. So I feel like he was just getting the rhythm. So Malcolm being down, I feel like it's a big. Yeah, it's gonna hurt us a little bit.
I think that linebacker crew in general, is hurt. I mean, we did add somebody,
Quan Alexander.
Yeah, so we'll get to that.
Okay.
But I still think I truly think Neil, I don't. Along with Anzalone breaking his arm, obviously, and then Barnes blowing his out early, there's that linebacker room and Reeves Maven going out on IR. Like, what the fuck? Now Rodrigo, yeah, you're right. That Rodrigo is super impactful. I still don't think it's the most impactful, but it's definitely. My only thing is the funny thing you mentioned, Juan. But let me say this really quick. I don't know what they're gonna do with the other guy yet. That's my biggest thing.
Jamal Adams.
Yeah, which we'll talk about it, but I just don't know where that's gonna play in the thing. Tori, what do you think about the injury? Fucking bullshit.
I'm gonna go with Neil on this one. I think it's Rodrigo hurts. We know, is Rodrigo absolutely the best? No, but he is solid out there, and he goes out there and he does his thing. He hits hard. He plays violent. He plays how we want him to play. And we know what to expect out of him. We're not like, oh, that's not going to happen. It's Rodrigo. Okay, and we know what he's going to do, and we know what he's not good at. So that hurts, losing him, because he knows how to play this defense as well.
Now, I agree. Now, this Zanny, now, Reader being out, he's not on IR. So, yes, him being out for one game is big.
I didn't know that.
But he's not done. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can still play this season. My thing about it is, like Tori said, and like Neil said, their points, Rodrigo is done for the year.
Yep.
Yeah,
like, these linebackers are done for the year. Reader's been bouncing in and out with the shoulder. These guys are done for the year. So what's more impactful, Rodrigo and Anzalone and Derek Barnes being out for the year, or DJ Reader being out for a game? I'm taking my 3 starting fucking linebackers. That's what I mean to Tori and Neil's point. So I'm with you. It is big, but we still have Lee McNeil. We still have a couple other guys that are going to be able to stuff the run. I'm not as big as concerned as I think Day said with the edge issue. Pascal.
My thing is, where I think is gonna hurt us the most is red zone defense, man. That's where I think is gonna hurt us the most, man. Right. Rodrigo pass, you can get sideline to sideline. You feel me? And shut that shit down. You feel me? That red zone defense is gonna be a problem now, man. That's what I think.
Now, but here's the thing: like, we're weirdly enough to say we're built for tough when it comes to the run defense, because we really haven't had that much of a lapse in our run defense with these guys being gone. Like, we haven't seen it. They're still attacking our corners. They're still attacking Vildor. They're still attacking Dorsey. They're still attacking anybody else that's out there that is in our starting corner.
Is he back this week?
Who? Looks like Davis is.
Hey, does anybody remember who we were playing on the D-line this time last year? Next to Aleem? Tyson Alulu.
Hey, listen.
Still shutting down the run. The guys we got in here this year, right now, are still better than what we were stacking up out there last year, and still defending the run pretty damn well.
Look at Kaminsky and Alulu Hey, listen, Alulu came in and did some work for us in the fucking playoffs, my guy. That 34-year-old is a grown ass fucking man. Because I'll tell you what, the way he plugged that fucking run game last year with what he had to deal with coming off his fucking couch, dude, basically, bro. Like, come on, can't even compare the two.
Yeah, you gotta give guys respect from doing where they came from. But at the same time, like I said, that red zone, bro. How efficient we very efficient in that red zone, man. And I think that's Anzalone. That's Jack Campbell. You know what I mean? So like losing Rodrigo now after you only got one of the three, I think it's gonna be a big loss. Plus Barnes gone. Because after your first line of pursuit, you feel me? It's your linebackers. You feel me? They got to plug the hole. So we lost Rodrigo. Rodrigo plug holes. So it's all on Jack. Tori, your man got to step up.
He's doing good.
I mean,
He's playing his ass off. He is.
Now he got to step it to another level, though.
He has.
I mean, yeah, but another level. You got to.
Anzalone has very big shoes to fill. So the fact that he's controlling this defense the way he is with what we have.
Victoria, losing Anzalone and then losing his two side kicks on the side.
Side pieces.
All right, let's just get to it since we're starting to talk about it. What role are these Quan and Adams in Long? I know David Long's role. I know his role. But David Long didn't look too bad. I don't know where Jamal Adams is at. Okay. And I think he's going to be playing more of a linebacker role than he is anything.
Yeah, that's but my thing concerned about him playing a linebacker role. Ain't that the reason why he told Tennessee to let him go because Tennessee wanted to play him at that role?
No, Tennessee wanted to keep him at safety, and he couldn't play safety anymore.
I heard
that's what I'm saying. So if we're putting him in a hybrid linebacker role, I'm fine with that. That means he's next to David Long and Jack Campbell. So that means because Quan Alexander is going to be an edge rusher. He's going to edge. He doesn't play linebacker anymore.
He's more of a run stuffer than he is a pass rusher.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's going to edge. Like they're going to put Quan on the outside. So I don't know.
Who's your more plug-in to play guy though right now?
David Long.
You know, Jamal Adams is going to play that iffy role. Well, if he played last year down in the box, if he played down in the box last year when he came back, not when if he was floating back there playing safety when he was doing that against Minnesota, we were down guys. I'm talking about the way if he plays down in the box.
I think he's going to play the will. I think he's going to be right next to Jack Campbell in the will when David Long's not in.
I see him
on passing downs.
Have we elevated him from practice squad yet?
We will by the time game time starts. We'll have shit. We have to do it tonight, I think.
Yeah. But you know how we are when we bring players in, we usually let them sit a week.
I mean, David Long didn't.
I don't think we can do that this week.
I don't think they have.
David Long wasn't coming off the street, though, Scott. He was on the practice squad. He was at home.
So was Quan Alexander. He was on the practice squad.
Yeah, see, there you go. They released Strickland. That's your Jamal Adams right there.
I thought they waived him.
Well, Strickland? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Strickland was playing that role last game, but then they started attacking him. They weren't successful, but they were making their way down the fucking line. I'll tell you that.
Making my way down the line.
I mean, here's my thing about it too, though. The Bears wide receiver crew is fucking stacked too. On top of it, so like, not every wide receiver crew has fucking DJ Moore, fucking Allen, and fucking Odunze, like, and then Cole Kmet. Like, not every offense has that shit.
Well, let's not act like Green Bay don't have any weapons now.
They don't have that.
They got Jaden Reed, who's a damn good receiver.
Jaden Reed's going to be the biggest thing we have to deal with because he's going to be playing slot, so he's going to be running against fucking Kirby and Branshaw game.
Yep.
Which is, thankfully, I'm cool with. Not thankfully, I'm cool with. I'm just thankfully that those are the guys going up against him because he's a
They
very
still
good
got
wide
Christian Watson, who's been known as a lion killer. He's
Listen,
gotten us quite a few times.
Give Kendall Vildor a couple fucking games, boys and
All
girls.
right, here we go. Just Kendall Vildor.
And we're gonna be fucking rocking and fucking rolling, just like we were in the fucking playoffs last year. I don't want to fucking hear it no more.
Yeah, this dumb shit.
I don't want to hear it no more, bro.
He said Kendall Vildor is playing good in the playoffs when the ball bounced off his helmet, but you know.
Hey, Sky.
That's the only fucking play you can talk about.
Yeah, other than that, that's the only play I can talk about. Like I said, I had Kendall Vildor's back. Is my iPhone 16 working? I had Kendall Vildor back. You feel me, Sky? And you go back to last show to watch it if you don't believe me. I told you he all right for a fifth string cornerback. You feel me? He get put in some tough situations, and he don't do that bad. He didn't give him no touchdowns the week before. And besides that bullcrap penalty he had last week, you didn't really hear his name. So I'm cool with Vildor out there.
Exactly.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Holla back. Send me a two-way.
See? Fuck you, Day-Day.
It's all right.
Come on, Day. Use your point of view. Tell us what you think.
At this point in time, we just need a fucking car that gets you from A to B, Day-Day. We don't need one that gets you to Disneyland, too.
You're right. Right now, we do just need bodies. So, yeah, I will agree with that. I'm not going to argue that. And Vildor played a lot better last week than he did the week before. I'll admit that, too. I will admit that all day, that he played better last week than he played the week before. Anytime
against better wide receivers.
Yes. Yeah, he kept
Hey,
Doomsday pretty quiet.
Scott, remember I told you on the show before that if he had a good game, I would say it, and I did. Right, Bandit. I said that he had a good he had a good game and everything like that. Some guy in the comments said, "What do you mean? We gave him a C. We gave him a C. We gave him a C plus right there, B minus." And some guy almost crucified us for it because they thought he should deserve an A.
No,
he didn't play A level. He played a C. He did his job.
He ain't had no picks or nothing like that.
He didn't do anything extra. He did, but that's what we asked him to do.
I just think he was average, which is
perfect.
Which is fine. Cool. I'll take it.
That's exactly what
it.
Yep.
That's all we need.
If he stays average, that's all I ask.
He's a fucking 4-string corner, bro. Give him like I said, just like he was last year. Give him a couple games. Let him get warmed the fuck up. Actually get some fucking playing time against real fucking competition in actual game situations, and we're gonna be okay with him. Especially
our corners is coming back from injury, so we really ain't gonna need him. But
you don't know that these guys, dude. Okay, Carlton Davis is coming off an injury that he could easily just get banged up with one roll on a turf.
Yep.
It's literally one hit on his fucking knee on that turf to him going out again. And he's probably they're probably going to need breaks. So who's going to be going in? Kendall.
Yep. Because you want to put what is it, Brandon Joseph? Isn't that
Dorsey?
The guy?
It'd be Dorsey.
No, they're not putting in Dorsey.
Dorsey.
Fucking Kendall had. I'm sorry. Like I said, you come off the fucking street and start a fucking game against some decent ass wide receivers that they're game and playing against you. Like you're going to get fucking torn the fuck up. I don't give a shit who you are. Especially a 4-string corner. That's my fucking get.
You got it. You look. That argument you won.
So the impact of Quan Alexander and Jamal Adams, good or bad, or nothing. We'll just leave it at that. Good or bad or nothing.
Let the Queen start first.
I'm gonna say good.
I'm gonna say good too. I actually have high hopes for Jamal Adams.
Hey.
Didn't Quan Alexander start all games last year for the Rams?
No, that was Jonah Williams, the other guy we picked up. The lineman.
Yeah, I forgot which one.
Quan Alexander was on the Bucks, wasn't he? The last time he played.
No, Broncos, I believe.
Yeah, Broncos.
So we got some efficient players off those practice squads.
We got veterans off practice squad that have game experience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go against the grain here. I think it's gonna be nothing. I think nothing's gonna. It ain't like we're gonna have a big impact because they ain't here. I think things just stay the same, just stay the course. So that's what I mean by nothing. I think things just gonna stay the course. Like we ain't gonna have no big dip from it, or like our defense is gonna fall off and give her a lot of points, and we ain't gonna have like 50 more sacks and anything. It's just going to stay the same.
Steady Eddie.
Steady Eddie.
Steady Eddie.
Yeah, I think a lot of the vibe is a lot of positive with maybe nothing going on, just the same old shit. But at the end of the day, I think as the weeks go on, I think that these guys, all three of them, David, Jamal, and Quan, and all the other guys that we picked up recently, are going to have decent impacts because they are veterans. And they're in a good situation that they're coming into, like a great situation. So their morale is super high, and their motors are going to be super high to do well, so they can stay on the fucking roster.
Yep.
Because they have an opportunity to win a Super Bowl.
Well, you heard Jamal Adams said he wanted to come here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
he said his family was blowing him up, like, answer the phone, AG calling.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, these guys want to play. These guys are going to want to perform, and they're going to want to stay on the roster. So I think we're going to see some good things in the weeks coming from these guys.
I agree.
Especially Quan Alexander. I think after that injury, I think he's going to come off with a little tear.
That's what your biggest impact going to be for these recent people we signed? Scott, you saying Quan Alexander?
I'm thinking Quan Alexander is going to be the biggest impact player that we have.
I actually think he's going to get a sack.
One for the rest of the year.
This game. I'm picking one for this game. Come on now. Just because he's going to have a high motor, he's going to want to be going.
Everybody say, yeah. That's all I was asking. I was like, let me clarify that. I think he's going to be. What's the guy we got from the Rams?
Jonah Williams.
Don't he play a little bit in?
I don't know.
If it's Jonah Williams, I think he's gonna be.
I don't know much about Jonah Williams, to be honest with you.
I really don't either. I'm hoping he play in. You feel me? Because that's where I feel like we need our biggest help right now is at end. So I'm hoping he come in. Well, besides the linebacker position, but we do need some in. So I'm hoping he come in. He can set the edge. You feel me? Give a couple pressures, maybe like 4 or 5 sacks before the season in the Super Bowl in. I'll accept that.
So, with that being said, since we're talking about, these new guys coming in, our oldest new guy, I guess to say, what do you think Smith's impact versus Green Bay is going to be since that's his old team?
I think he's going to come out ready. He's going to come out hot.
I agree with that. That's a really good point because what do you like? What do you think he's going for? 4 tackles, 5 tackles, and a sack. What do you thinking, Tori? Elaborate.
I think he's going to want more than 1 sack on these guys. He just fits everything, and we've seen our guys take revenge games. And look at Dallas. I think that this is so personal for him that he's going to want as much as he can get. I could see 2 sacks on him.
Has he played his old team since he left Green Bay?
Yeah, well, he was with Minnesota.
He played him twice.
Did he win both games?
I don't know.
That I don't know. Off the top of my head.
If this is his first time trying to win, that'd be a big motivation for him. But if he already beat Green Bay, like he already probably better.
No, I think it's just in motivation in general. He now he is the leader of that defensive line, like him and McNeil. Like it's known that now, especially after the last game that he had. He's having a good year already with us.
Yeah.
He's going to continue to have a good year with us. You can tell he is full go with this shit. He is in the shits with us. My only thing is now with everybody going down so much and having so many injuries, his impact is going to be good. But I just think he's going to get a lot of chips, a lot of double teams, a lot of this shit that Aiden would have got if he would have been here. So this is where I think these new guys, and which to their grace, like Mohammed and who was the other that guy that got a sack? That was like a random player.
Ezekiel Turner.
There you go, Ezekiel Turner. Guys like those dudes need to really step up when they get the opportunity. Because if they don't, it's going to be a fucking shootout. And what I mean by shootout, not a passing shootout. Like their run defense is fucking trash. We're beat the fuck up, but we're still decent. So it's really going to depend on what happens with our defensive line. But I still think it could be a shootout if our defensive line does not fucking hold the fuck up. Because Josh Jacobs coming off a fucking great game. So they're going to be running the fucking ball a lot. They're going to be trying to prove a point. Their coach was crying last time they fucking played us. Like there's all kinds of implications going on in this fucking game. Like all fucking kinds. Now this one with Smith, I want to talk about, like I said, Josh Jacobs. What kind of see again that D line being beat the fuck up and those linebackers beat the fuck up. Got Smith, McNeil, Campbell, like y'all motherfuckers need to have a hell of a game.
That's why I say if they're going to run on us, they have to run to the outside. Our middle of our defense is still stout, even without Reader in there. Aleem, I think you'll be able to handle it.
Either Aleem or Smith get a double team though, did they? So they gotta pick their poison with that. Either they picking Smith or Aleem to double who they be double team.
Exactly.
And I mean, we've seen this team without Reader. What was it, the first 2-3 weeks?
Yeah.
And we still performed well. Josh Jacobs is a different animal, but without Reader, I think that they're going to be able to handle it.
Tori,
but that's how you guys are winning games, Tori.
We're during that 2 weeks, guy, and Tori. We had Hutch.
I'm not even worried about that. I mean, we've like Tori. To Tori's point, she is right. We've handled business when it comes to that. Like with the pass rush, again, Hutch wasn't like some guy that creates tons of sacks, right? He was the sack leader. He was this year, but what he's good at and what Aaron Glenn is good at is creating pressure, which is perfect. So what I mean by that is regardless of who's out on the field, Aaron Glenn has somehow, some way been able to create pressure with guys off the fucking street, with second string guys, third string guys, without Hutch being here. Even the week that we didn't have Smith, what happened?
Still played well.
Still played well, but what happened? They created pressure. Now, it wasn't the best comp. I'm not saying that.
But it worked. He duct taped it together enough to be effective.
Exactly. He's going to have to do it a bunch more weeks in a row, but, I mean, one more thing I'll say about this. Everybody in the NFL better fucking pray that none of these other guys on this team decide to just, like, put their dick on the table.
What?
Yeah, you gotta explain that concept. Hold on.
Why
that back for me, Scott? What do you mean by that?
I'll explain.
No Diddy. Please say no Diddy.
I'll explain it for you, Neil.
Okay.
What I mean by that, guys and gals, is that if any one of these other defensive linemen or edge players or anything like that decides that it's the light bulb to fucking turn the fuck on, like James Houston did for 8 fucking games.
Oh, you're gonna keep bringing up my boy.
You have no idea what's about to fucking happen. That's what I mean. Because if you get another guy that's gonna go out there and give us a couple sacks here and there, game in and game out.
Even if they come in as a John Clemcy role, you feel me? Even if they do that much of an impact when he had the club on, I would accept that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but that's tons of guys though. Tons of guys could be doing that.
Rescue with that club wasn't no joke though.
Especially if like we take a example, just somebody off a practice squad, they come in and they have that James Houston type season or run with us, and the guys are in a great situation to show what they can do to their best ability. They're not coming to a bad situation where they're coming in like, oh fuck, I'm here. They want to be here. They want to play for Aaron Glenn. They want to play for Dan. They want to do their absolute best. They want to have the best season they've ever had. They want to be here. They want to stay. So that's really going to show. And like Sky's point, if they come in and they have that James Houston-esque run, I'm not expecting it, but it's definitely possible with the situation that they're getting. We're basically handing them a silver platter saying, here, take your chance, have your best season. Let's see what you can do.
Do y'all think we gave up on James Houston a week too early, seeing that all the injuries and shit we got now?
No.
They didn't like him anyway, so it doesn't matter.
He's had enough chances. They wanted him, he would still be here.
Yeah, let him be a Brown. Let him get new light somewhere else.
He ain't really getting no shot in that last game.
Listen, the way the NFL is going right now, a bunch of people are just getting randomly fucking cut. So who the fuck knows? I'm more concerned about fucking the Vikings at the end of the year now than I am Green Bay this week.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like, because now with that being said, that does mean that this week in Green Bay is fucking huge. Because if we do lose this game in Green Bay, we have to then face Buffalo, right? And who we play after that?
Bears.
And then who do we play after that?
San Fran.
So yeah, San
And then
Fran,
right after that.
Minnesota, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So realistically, it's a weird kind of buzzsaw of the end of a schedule because based on the teams, what's going on, San Francisco's fighting for their fucking life, so they're going to be playing out of their fucking minds just to try to get a chance, right, into the playoffs, which they almost might be fucking out by that time. Which will be great for us, which will be fucking phenomenal for us that they'll be out, right?
Yeah, San Francisco is kind of done with no Christian McCaffrey and no Brendan Ayuk.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So they might be out of even contention. And then we're running into the Bears at the Bears. We already know how that can get.
It's going to be a revenge game for them because they're going to feel like they should have won that game.
Then, at the end of the season, we could be playing for the division with the Vikings. So.
And we got to hear the Minnesota motherfuckers talk all that damn day again. Guys, we go in that okay, let's put it there. We go into that game being a game ahead of San Francisco like we are right now. I mean, a game ahead of Minnesota like we are right now. If they win that game, do they get the top seed?
I mean,
if we end up with the same record as Minnesota, do they end up with that?
We beat them the first game, so
it goes to the second tiebreaker. I think that might be divisional record.
Yeah, I think it is.
The division record right now is the same as us, isn't it not? Am I lying?
Oh no, I haven't checked. I know we haven't played a lot of divisional games because they backloaded our division.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is Neil. It's in everybody else. It's I don't know. It's a very strange game. Now to flip this, Gibbs and Monty versus their D line. I'm thinking they're going for another 200 plus.
Especially all the contribution that Monty been through this fucking week. I feel like he's gonna have a show-out game, man.
Why you say that?
It's talking about he was on Instagram with golf protections on the back chalkboard or whatever.
Well, who cares about that? Even Dan said that. Like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a flying fuck?
I feel like he's gonna hold himself accountable though. Especially after that fumble and after this bullshit, I think he's gonna have a big game. So this for the critics and the people get shit at.
Little shit like that, people just need to not look into so much. I mean, nobody probably would even fucking noticed it until the reporter said something about it.
Dan didn't even know about it until Justin Rogers said something.
I guarantee
about
nobody else knew about it until somebody said something about it like that, and then the Green Bay players and everybody else was like, "Oh, there's play calls."
Now we gotta look.
Right. Dumb.
Like I tell my kids, you can know the play, but you got to stop it.
Mhm.
Yep. You're damn right about that. You're damn right about that. Now, some funny business here. I thought this was kind of funny. Tori, you got the.
I do.
Let's take a little watch, boys and girls.
Ready?
Greenbay sucks shirt last time. Was that just something silly who cares about? Something kind of.
Yeah, I ain't worried about him. We're not worried about him.
How good are the running backs?
They got good running backs. They do a good job of putting them in certain situations too. Like, even the first time we played them, I think they played Montgomery the whole first half, and then the second half they came in with the juice that we give. So they got a good 1-2 punch, and
yeah. So, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
We got a good 1-2 punch. We have probably the best 1-2 punch.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're not worried about Amon-Ra? Okay. We'll show you.
Wrong guy to not be worried about.
Yep.
I mean, do you really want to I don't care who you're playing against. Do you really want to agitate somebody in any group of people and just give them more power to want to play harder?
No.
Especially the person that remember everybody that drafted in front of him. Especially the person, he you talking about a person that takes everything in and remembers it and use that as fuel to his fire. So you're just giving somebody more gasoline or lighter fluid to build that fire, bro. You got to deal with an inferno this week, bro.
Well,
And you don't think Goff ain't gonna make it a point to try to give him the ball just to prove his point? Like, you don't. Come on, man.
He has 42 catches, 438 yards, and 3 touchdowns in 7 games against you guys. I would be concerned.
A little bit.
And the Lions.
He's not worried, but they're still going to have him watched. He's going to have 2 guys on him, but not worried about him.
He averages 65
But you guys don't even got to worry about Laporta and J-Mo, so you can't even do that. Like, you can't even do that.
I'd be very concerned. My thing about it is I like the clip. He wasn't too egregious with it. I appreciate that, McKinney. He kept it together. Especially
As a man, though, Scott, I get where you're coming from too, though, because no man is supposed to say he's scared or worried or intimidated by no other man.
Oh, I would say the same thing though.
Yeah, like, you feel me? Like, if he would have got up there and said, "Oh yeah, I'm worried about Amon-Ra St. Brown," he would have looked real soft. You feel me? So when you're a man, you got to stand on it. Like, I'm not worried about no other man. So I get where he's coming from. But at the back of his mind, he know when it comes to Thursday.
St. Brown's a hell of a football player.
Yeah, and he got something to worry about. Hey, can I get safety help, please? Like, that's when you know you about to go fight somebody, and you whisper to your boys, "Hey, can we jump him?" Oh God, for real.
I think, and with last week's little fluke with the Bears, I think our luck is starting to run out there, gentlemen and ladies. Because
my luck.
I mean, winning football games and things going your way that are out of your control, it all comes into play. So what happened last week is this so unconventional. It's like I don't think people really understand.
Any other game we're playing overtime. Any other game we're playing overtime.
We've been playing at such a high level, you feel me? Scoring 52 points? Yeah, 52 points to 42 points to 45 points and holding teams under fucking 6 points for 2 straight games and shutting people out in the second half for unsurmounted games and winning with throwing 5 interceptions. So people now are just to the base where they just expect us to win. We're going to have tough games like we had last week, Scott. You feel me? In the tough games, you know what they do? They make you want to come back that next week and everything you did wrong, you want to correct. You feel me? So I feel like it's a wake up game because they know how if it wasn't for that bullshit, we could have been in overtime or lost that game. So they know that feeling, and plus we go back to knowing how we felt when we lost the NFC Championship. Then this game last week kind of remind me of the NFC Championship where we had the debacle in the second half after the Jahmyr Gibbs fumble. Like that, I just caught flashbacks, bro. You feel me? Like there's certain things we know we got to do and we got to correct, bro. So I just don't feel like it's gonna be a problem. That was an eye worker. That win last week was almost like a loss. You feel me? So I feel like we know there's a lot of things we got to correct, and we're not getting big headed. Hey, time to quit tooting our own horn and get back to work. That's what I feel like.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, I guarantee it was an eye opener. For the entire team. Like, hey, we just almost lost to the fucking Bears.
We almost lost to a quarterback that painted his fingernails.
That don't mean nothing to me, but it's just
me neither.
If a dude beats you up and his fingernails painted, it's gonna mean something to you than regular dude with regular fingernails. God,
I'm about to paint my nails and beat you up.
Man, you ain't man. Listen, I swear to God, listen, on God, like I'm gonna try to fight you every time I see you until we either break even or I'm up one. You got me fucked.
And you said, that's hilarious. That's funny as hell. I'm in tears.
You ain't just gonna run around the city and tell everybody you beat me up and your fingernails are painted. I just got a manicure. You got me messed up, bro. I'm coming back. You feel me? I don't care if I catch you in church, in the line at church's chicken. I'm fighting. I'm beating. If I got to sneak, hey, he beat me up, but shit, I got my get back. It's tied 1-1. We even now. God,
What?
I said Tori's about to get the nicest nails ever and whop that ass.
I just did, actually.
There we go.
I don't fight girls, you feel me? So I'm just gonna take that as
the nicest nails.
Yeah. If Tori was to hit me, I ain't even gonna lie. I had to eat that.
I don't see. Here's my thing though. Like, there was you guys know who Coach JB is? He has a podcast.
Yeah. The Last Chance You.
Yeah, exactly. He has a big. I watch his podcast a lot.
Who?
Shout out to JB and Smitty. He said the worst play he's ever seen was I think it was the Tennessee Texas A&M game where they went for it on 4th and 1 on the 2-yard line instead of kicking the field goal down 10, which that is a very bad call. I don't even understand.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my points now because you
think it was a Texas
chance of getting the onside kicking the field goal is kind of different.
I just don't think that was I think what we just seen in the Bears Lions game was possibly some of the worst called football ever.
They gotta have the worst 2 plays of the season. That Hail Mary and that.
It was just bad. It was bad. But what's your guys' final score predictions for this week? Let's get to it.
I'll say realistically, 31-23 Lions.
You said 24 yesterday.
Okay. 31-24.
I said 35-24 Lions.
Tori?
27-24 Lions.
Oh, your name Tori now, Chris.
I didn't hear.
Chris, what'd you say?
I didn't hear anybody say anything.
What'd you say, Chris?
I already said it.
God damn it, say it again.
Old, you need a hearing aid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 27-24 Lions.
All right. Yeah, I like that because that's on that field goal winning shit. Like I said.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I can't have another nail biter game.
27-24, Tori?
What
are you saying? 27-24?
Yeah.
Listen, I can't have another nail biter game like that. Y'all trying to give me a heart attack, man. Like what?
I'm gonna say 34-32 Lions.
It's a nail biter, bro.
Okay.
We get a sack. We get a sack at the end to win the game.
I think we're driving at the end of the game.
Safety.
To win the game. We went on Jake Bates.
You get his redemption from last week?
Yep. I just think it's going to be a lot closer than everybody thinks, and it's going to be another one of those dogfights that we're going to have to go through with the divisional team.
Yep.
So
Who your impact player on offense then?
Jared Goff.
I'm with you on that one. Jared Goff. Offense has to get right.
They need to get Jared going early.
Well,
Yep.
I think it's gonna be
lots of play action, lots of Gibbs, lots of money.
I think it's gonna be Amara, man. Watch for a reverse or something, bro.
Like I said, lots of play action. Like they need to go back to this. Needs to be a very.
No, I'm saying I think he's gonna score on a reverse.
And that, man, you wild. You always got some wild shit.
Man, listen, bro. It don't be that outrageous, bro. It don't really. Man, see, man, you gotta think outside the box when it come to me. You feel me? You thinking inside the pizza box, you feel me? It's getting delivered. We got home, make it DiGiorno. You feel me? We ain't got no box over here, bro. It's just take the plastic off, bro. You gotta think outside the box, bro.
So then here you go. Here we go. Then so let me ask everybody this before we go. Then this will be the last question. Wait, Tori, what's your score prediction? Go ahead. Sorry.
27-24.
Okay. Here's a funny one in the chat. Anybody listening to that wants to chime in? What clever trick play are the Lions gonna run? Like, and what I mean by that, who's gonna get the ball for the touchdown? Like, who's gonna be the guy that ends up with the ball?
If it's a trick play,
I'm around St. Brown with the reverse for the touchdown. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. And he might have like 75 yards receiving and another one in the air. I'm telling you, bro. Watch.
Okay.
Listen, what do you stats ain't all that outrageous, bro. Y'all be trying to play me like I just don't think I ain't never right or supposed to be right.
Chris, you're not. I mean, you're not right. Chris, what is yours?
Okay. So you're gonna have to follow me on this one, okay? So what's gonna happen is it's going to be a handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's gonna pitch back to Jared Goff for Dan Skipper up the seam.
Oh shit!
For the touchdown.
Big skip up the seam.
Shit, my computer about to die, y'all.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Plug in your charger.
It's out in the living room. I'm gonna go get it.
I get you. I'm just messing around.
Well, what's your play then, Computer Dyer?
Man, they're trying to get Panay involved. They tried it last week with the pass, so I think they're going to try to get him a hook and ladder to Panay this week for a touchdown. They tried it once. Try it again.
And my thoughts was outrageous.
Wasn't he throwing passes with Goff this week too?
Yeah, dropping dots still.
Tori?
I think it's going to be Panay as well, especially after watching that man run. He was not going down.
I do want to see him get a carry, though, because I want him to be up because he's thrown one. He's received. Well, he didn't throw, but he tried. I want to see him get a carry.
Just give him a goal line carry, bro. Give him a goal line carry. Let him get a touchdown. Let Panay Sewell get a touchdown.
And then do a little Hawaiian thing and Samoan thing.
All right, I'm gonna bounce out of here from my computer dies.
All right.
I will catch y'all later. The Lions.
See you later, Danny. Thanks for coming in, bro.
Yeah.
So, my trick play is I think they're gonna throw the ball with David Montgomery again. I don't know to who. It's either that or somebody's checking in.
Could be a throwback to Jared Goff again, like they did the last time.
Or like Penny, like throwing it back. Penny checks in and he gets a throwback that way. Or they're just doing it ways that they don't have to check people in. Yeah, that's all they're doing with this shit. They're just making it so once they learn that people were getting, you had to like declare, like they just stopped doing it. They just are like, fuck it. We'll just run a fucking in. We'll just run a 5 and in.
Yep.
And we'll do a fucking hook and ladder.
Yep.
You think a red zone?
It's always in the red. It's always in the red zone within the 30.
Yeah, they always do some trick.
Ace played one in the red zone last week.
What?
Panay's play wasn't in the red zone last week.
It was on their side of the field, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I think that
wasn't
was
in the
Ben
red
just
zone.
being bored.
Yeah, but it was close. It was like the 30-yard line, I think.
Yeah, it's like the 30. So I said within the 30. They always do it so if anything happens, they can always score. Like if Penny gets loose, you don't have to run 70 yards. He can run fucking 20.
That would be beautiful. Him to run
We
70 yards.
do not need a winded Penny Sewell. We just need him.
Listen, bro, if he would have got 10 yards and seen that in front of him, do you not think he would have just took the fuck off?
He would have.
No.
Dog, and you think he's running out of bounds?
Yeah, he didn't get tackled either.
No way.
Dude, he wants contact so bad. You know that.
He's holding on to that bitch like a fucking big-ass fullback, dude.
I got a question for you, Sky.
I bet Penei Sewell would be one hell of a rugby player.
Oh, wow.
He'd probably be the greatest rugby player ever fucking created.
That dude's athleticism is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he played rugby, he'd probably be the greatest rugby player ever.
It's crazy.
Throwing that motherfucker the pitch and then letting him get loose on the outside in the open field. Come on, bro.
Good luck.
Especially if you're building him as a rugby player and not as a tackle.
Yeah.
Insane. But anyways, that's funny, though. It was all good plays by everybody. It was all fun plays. Or did you have a play? What's your play?
Oh, my bad.
I think it's going to be Panay again.
Like, what is your play, though?
Be Pacific, Tori.
They might just try the same one they fucking did. Who's stopping it? 6 guys?
He did try to pass it last time. Do you think they're going to try to let him pass it again?
Yeah, why not? I don't think they give a fuck.
I think you're right about that. I give you that, Tori, because I really don't think they give a fuck.
No. As long as they don't, I mean, we lost, like a yard that one on that play? 2 yards, 3 yards?
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
No.
Can I stiff arm somebody into the next universe?
Yeah, and like they took 6 guys to get him down. He was not going down. As long as they don't like fumble it or do something dumb, I really don't think they give a fuck.
Facts.
Or if like Panay threw a pick, then I think they're gonna give a fuck. But Ford Field was loud on that TV when that happened. Nobody cared that we lost a couple yards.
If he had completed the pass, I think the roof would have caved in.
Yeah.
I think you're not lying.
No, I do think it'll be Panay.
I got a question.
I also thought of another play. Like, okay, so you got your down line. I don't know if they can do this, but what would happen is Panay would sneak to, like, they would rotate, move him to the backfield, and then the tight end would come in and play his position, and then they would just hand off the ball to him.
No, I agree with that. I was thinking the same thing, Chris. Is what's crazy is like that. I was literally going to say something like that. You know how he was kind of in the slot, but just like you said, if you put him at the tight end and you do that and you do the double pull,
yeah,
you utilize that double zone pull and then just hand the ball off to him.
Yep, like a little shuttle pass or whatever.
Yeah, like the 3-yard line.
Yep, I could see that.
Because what are you going to do against that? Like the shit that Kansas City does with Travis Kelce, that little shuttle, like little pulling, like they pull the guard and then they pull the tackle.
Yep.
And then they have Travis like follow it, like delayed follow it, and it's like a zone read, but he like pulls it and then he flicks it.
Yep. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. When they did in what was it that one game, was it this year when they said, "Oh my God, Patrick Mahomes is doing," because he flipped a little shuttle pass to freaking Kelce. I think he dropped it or it didn't work, but they were going bananas over it. But I remember them doing that play. If they did that to freaking Panay, and he once he got through the hole, man, you need a lot of players to get him down. A lot.
Yeah.
No, I especially from the 3-yard line or something like that, it's going to be a fucking perfect play.
Absolutely.
It's going to take a D tackle to hit him, and he's just going to bounce a D tackle off. So, because we're the same size. But, all right. Last thing I want to say, and I will always say before we face the Packers, fuck the Packers.
Period.
You guys have a wonderful night. Chris, I appreciate you. Love you for coming on. Bandit, appreciate you. Love you. Captain, for coming on. Captain to the ship.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Tori, love you always. Best.
I ain't crashed the boat yet.
We're out. Have a good one. See you next week. Peace.
Bye.